Families often want to provide the care to their aging family member for a variety of reasons. And if they're providing care to an aging family member, they might want to get paid for it. That's legitimate. And so there's a document, often called a family caregiver agreement, and this document is written up so that everybody understands the roles. What are the expectations of the caregiver? What are the rewards? And so that there's no conflict with families at the end of the elder's life. And there's no maybe tax or legal consequences for the person who's being paid or for the elder themselves. So to protect everybody and to make it clear, there is an agreement that's written, and often that's done with an elder law attorney. It's really important to meet with a care manager to help you look at the plan of care. How much care is mom or dad going to need? How many hours a day are you, daughter Judy, going to do? Is it 4 hours a day, or are you going to live in there with mom? If you're going to do 4 hours a day, maybe it is workable and you can do it. But if you're moving in to live with your parent, that's a lot of time in life that you're giving up. How are you going to have a balance, take care of yourself and take care of mom? And what's the pay rate going to be? Is it $50 a day? Is it $5 an hour? How do you set that up? And a care manager can help you with whatever the going rates are of your area, and to make it legal, that there are taxes and Social Securities and workman's compensation insurance and all these other things that people need to think about, and that your brothers and sisters know, or the heirs to this estate or trust, or your parent knows, that everybody knows what's going to happen here. So an agreement is written out with job expectations, just like you would in a job description at home, at work. And so you have this job description, and you have written into that job description time off and respite. No one can do this kind of work 24/7. So a care manager, again, is going to help you do that. I often recommend to families that do these caregiver agreements to factor in a care manager to come once a month, just to check on the status of the elder. Has the elder who needed some help, have their needs exceeded the ability of that family member to do? Is mom a diabetic that now needs insulin injections more than once or twice a day? Was she on an oral medication and now needs these injections? Is the person incontinent, but that's uncomfortable for a family member to do? Is it time to bring in another paid person to do some of those things? So you want checks and balances in your family caregiver agreement. This is a relatively new trend. This is something that we hadn't heard a lot of 10 years ago. Why we're hearing more about it now, maybe there's just more elders, maybe because of the economy, that people are laid off and they'll take care of mom and dad instead of hiring somebody. Maybe there's a single adult child that doesn't have a family, and they want to do this for their parent at this journey or juncture in that family's life.